Conservatory of Music. I'm Dr. Jermie Arnold, and I have the honor of serving as the director of this fine music school. Today we gather to celebrate the dedication, the artistry, and the achievements of our students as they reach this important milestone. Thank you for joining us to recognize their hard work and their accomplishments. I want to take just a second to one more time thank the Conservatory Woodwind Quintet for their performance. Will you please join me?
Test. There we're good. Marcus had to push the buttons. What would we do without Marcus? Well, we will begin our celebration this afternoon with the university's alma mater. This is a special arrangement arranged by Rebecca Ramirez and Benjamin Nicholas, BCCM alumni, and it will be sung by graduating vocal jazz majors. Following the alma mater, we will then be pleased to hear from Dr. Martin Herman, who is retiring after 36 years of teaching here at CSULV, singing of the alma mater.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, colleagues, and friends, and welcome to you all. First of all, let's extend our heartfelt congratulations to these graduates of the 2026 Bob Cole Conservatory of Music. My name is Martin Herman, and indeed, I've been on faculty here since 1989. Or as a student recently said, oh, these commencements are kind of like a recurring gig for you then. And I couldn't exactly deny that, nor would I want to, because they are indeed a highlight of every year when we gather to celebrate the achievements and future promise of these wonderful graduating students, these young men and women with whom we on the faculty feel bonded, grateful, and privileged to have shared in your musical journey during your time here. As someone who has spent my life as a composer, theory teacher, electronic music ensemble director, as strange as that sounds, I'm just the life of parties when I go into that, I feel humbled to be standing here in any attempt to offer any motivational shards of wisdom. But I can suggest that as we sit here and take this special moment together, reflect, that we also reflect on how historic this day is in your lives, through your own personal achievement, of course, but also on the fact that the universe itself is throwing its own sort of rock and roll party for you this very day. As you may have heard or read about, and I'm kind of an astronomy nerd, so fair warning, bear with me. Literally 8 days ago, astronomers discovered one hurtling towards us through space. And it is today, May 18th, at this very moment, that we are assembled here at its closest approach to Earth, in what is called a near miss. Now, it's passing quite close inside the orbit of the moon, in fact, and it's called asteroid 2026 H2, about the size of a big city bus. And when I thought about this giant rock passing during graduation, I thought, what could be more fitting and cool than our BCCM graduates in this ceremony to be accompanied by a cosmic rock flyby. Now, I was thinking more on this, and we could describe it this way. A rogue object moving through space unpredictably, somehow still remaining beautiful, yet causing extreme anxiety among young older people, which is also a pretty good description of music majors to some of the parents and grandparents sitting out there. You're not laughing up here, though, are you? Well, let's try this one. What about this ancient material moving through the darkness at increasing speed under intense pressure? Or how some students might describe being in one of my theory classes. Come to think of it, the very name asteroid 226 JH2 sounds more like an extended harmony chord that the theory and jazz faculty might still be arguing about in a curriculum meeting, or that you students are trying to resolve in an advanced harmony homework exercise. Fortunately, as I said, it will pass by us without incident, which makes it a bit more dependable than some of the many technical setups that I've dreamed up and responsible for in those electronic music concerts I mentioned. And those of you who perform with me know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I know I'm stretching this a bit, but here we are ourselves on a spinning rock, hurtling through space, trying to make sense of our purpose here. And how have you, graduates, chosen to meet this uncertainty? To make music. And there was really only one thing to do, and that is to celebrate you and thank you profoundly for that. I can confidently affirm that the world desperately needs you because you have the capacity to imagine, to create, to collaborate, to improvise, to cultivate, and to bring harmony and fun into otherwise disjointed and difficult times we all face. And when I think of words of wisdom of my own teachers that they've shared with me, I remember, of course, their stories, as you do, And out of those, a few observations I'd like to share with you for your consideration. Number one, to all of us here, be forgiving of those who clap on beats 1 and 3. And I will add, be particularly forgiving of those among our family in the audience who continue to clap on 1 and 3 in spite of everything we've done to the contrary. Composers never tell performers, oh, the rehearsal of my piece should only take about an hour. Understand that this is folklore, not factual statement. And composers, do respect your performers always, though. Always proof your scores and parts, and never begin a piece with a mezzo-piano dynamic. Be bold, and I don't mean loud, out of the gate at the start of your piece, but also make silences that matter in your music. For conductors, as the great Richard Strauss is quoted as saying, never look at the trombones, it only encourages them. I might add to that, never look at the violas, it might discourage them. And never look at the percussionists, because they'll think they're conductors. They're holding two batons, so. And to all of us, if you ever find yourself in this position, and if you haven't yet, you probably will, never take page turning in concerts lightly, especially if you're the one turning the pages for one of our beloved, or for that matter, any pianists among us. I've learned through my own experience that this can be a daunting, high-anxiety event, because you as the page turner must be part body language reader, head bobbing interpreter, eye movement calculator, lip reader, eyebrow nuance analyst, while remaining physically nimble and mental gymnast, all in one and all in real time. Oh, and did I mention what the pianists are experiencing in that? Think of their anxiety sitting next to us. And to all of us, I encourage us to say yes to as many opportunities as you can. But remember that if somebody wants you to do something for exposure, that's great if you're a photograph. But you deserve to be paid for your time, or to be paid in some value that you determine is appropriate. And I think about when I was a student, for me, that was measured in pizza slices. Except for the pineapple ones, those didn't matter. And I would just offer this to meet those opportunities that come up with preparation, and that means applying everything you already know, like discipline and practice, but it also means affirming that literacy is a virtue among us all. And by that I mean familiarize yourself with the composers and what they're doing in your community. It's worth your while to develop and explore those relationships, kind of like tending your own musical garden. Lastly, conductors. My conducting teacher once told me that you can never be too prepared. So I marked up my scores until I could barely see what was on them. But in my own experience through the years, I have found that the line between being well prepared and over-prepared, or overcooked, you could say, is a fine one. And the ability to listen and adjust technically and emotionally to what's happening live in a performance may depend in part on how well one balances on that fine line. It's the difference between whether one is enmeshed deeply into one's own head or hearing well what is happening outside of it. Now that's a much larger topic, but what it boils down to is practice listening and then listen again, and know that part of the mastery of your instrument or voice or baton or pen is also found in keeping space in yourself for the sheer joy and the sound of what you're doing and the hearing of it. Now that sounds simplistic maybe, but it's often lost, especially when we find ourselves in difficult conditions. But understand that listening is your superpower, and I hope you can also hold the joy close to your heart in balance with the discipline and drive you already possess. So with that, let me close by affirming that we, among the faculty and staff here, wish for you graduates continued growth and success in all of your musical endeavors, and we congratulate you again on this, your graduation day. We love you, we celebrate you, and just as asteroid 2026 H2 launches itself safely from this place, we ask that you keep us in your orbit, continue to miss us, even if only a little, and stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now be pleased to hear a vocal solo by Madee Raymundo. accompanied by Grace Hahn. Following Madee's solo, we will hear remarks from Dean Dr. Royce Smith, Dean of the College of the Arts. Following Dean Smith's remarks, we will then have graduate awards presented by Dr. Dina Perrone, Dean of Graduate Students, and then undergraduate awards by Dr. Liz Lindau.
Okay, that was the worst done of all of the commencement celebrations that I have been to today. So we're going to give that one last go, and I'm going to let you redeem yourself, because we need to make some noise across at the field today at 7 o'clock. Because we're going to be the loudest of all the commencements. We're going to have a party over there. So let's try that again. Good evening. Good evening. And now you all are a little quiet. I'm not sure what's going on tonight, but my name is Royce Smith, and I have the distinct honor of being the Dean of the College of the Arts at your university, California State University, Long Beach, a university dedicated to the education of the children of the working families of the state of California, and a few other states and countries thrown in for good measure. The mission of this beautiful university, which is, by the way, the largest publicly accessible College of the Arts west of the Mississippi, is incredible. We have students that come from all walks of life, all experiences, all journeys that are represented here. And it is because of that diversity that our programs are so strong. I feel a special affection for the Conservatory because it has welcomed me in the 3 years that I've been here with open arms and much love. And I've learned during the 3 years that I've been here that a successful university education requires that 3 things be in balance. And I just want to talk briefly about what those things are. Buildings are nice, facilities are nice, but they're not the measure of a university. A university starts with support. Parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, partners, wives, husbands, uncles, aunts, abuelos, abuelas, tías, tíos. Without you, this doesn't happen. You had faith in the students who are here on the stage this evening and supported them through a lifetime of music making and creativity, and there is no greater gift that a student can receive than that love and that affection. And how many of you here today are a little verklempt because your loved one is finishing their education here? How many of you are a little emotional? Okay. I have some advice for you, and that is, these students will never stop needing you. Up until the very day she died, my mom was my confidant, and she came to every single event that I participated in. And she was in the front row with the biggest smile on her face. And that is my challenge to all of you. Continue to take that front row seat. Continue to put your poker chips on these students, because I have walked with them, I have listened to them, I have seen not only the acumen that they possess as musicians, but the qualities of empathy and compassion that they possess as human beings. And rarely in the world of true arts do those worlds come together in such wonderful measure. The second thing that needs to be in balance is an incredible support of staff and faculty. Without the baton passing exercise that we call education, an insurance policy that we pass from one generation to the next to make sure that people are making music 30, 40, 50 years from now, this beautiful exercise would not be what it is. So if you are a member of our College of the Arts faculty and Bob Cole Conservatory faculty and staff, can you please stand if you're able and be recognized? You are my heroes. I said when I moved to Cal State Long Beach that I needed new heroes, and you all are indeed my heroes. Which saves the last group, but definitely not the least, because you're the reason we're here. What you need to have a successful university experience are students. And I just want to share a brief story with you, very, very brief, about how I felt when I was at the end of the road with my doctoral degree. I had to make 5 copies of it, which some of you may be familiar with. And I came into work in Australia. I was teaching at the University of New South Wales, and I thought I'd come in on a Sunday. It was due on a Monday, and I would just print them off. And I was alone, and it was quiet. And it was me and the humming of the photocopier, which got progressively more hot the more I printed 5 copies of the 300-page dissertation. And as the smell of toner started to overtake my brain, the last pages came out, and I picked them up, and they were hot. And then there was a silence. And I started crying. Because the first thought I had was, what do I do next? But I quickly collected myself, as I'm doing right now. And I realized that I was the writer of my story. That what seemed like an end in that moment was actually this amazing, fascinating new beginning. And that's where all of you are at. So I cannot wait to see the amazing steps that you will take to be musicians in your own right. I can't wait to see how you love the world through what you love to do most, to be that person that you've always had to be, the twinkle that's in your eye right now as I'm looking at you, that you had on the first day you came to us, but that you still have on the day that you're leaving us. My charge to you is always keep that twinkle. Always remember how important you are and what the magnitude of what you give to the world is, because the world needs you now more than ever. When you have your first VIP moment, red carpet moment, I want tickets. I say this to you very frequently, but it is a question of when, not if. I've seen you, I've heard you. I know the content of your character and the limitlessness of your potential. And it's because of that that I could not be a prouder Dean of College of the Arts. I love you.
How do you follow that? Damn. And I just want to object to how giant this podium is. I mean, seriously. Fine. Hi, everybody. I'm Dina Perrone. I am the Interim Dean of Graduate Studies here at Cal State Long Beach, and I get to do two things today while I'm here. The first is I get to give you a really lame speech, because I can't really follow that. And then the second thing is I get to give out some awards. So we're going to start with the lame speech. Graduates. And you can laugh at the puns. Because I love them. Today you stand on the crescendo of your academic journey. They're going to keep coming. A harmonious blend of dedication. I can't even say it without laughing. This is serious now. A harmonious blend of dedication, passion, and countless hours of practice that have brought you to this moment. Each of you has embarked on a unique path within the vast and vibrant realm of music, honing your craft and expanding your horizons. As graduates with a bachelor's or master's of music, or probably bachelor's or master's of arts in music, or bachelor's and master's of arts in music education, you have become interpreters. You have become guardians. You have become future innovators of this extraordinary art form. Music has always been a unique and powerful force. It transcends language. It transcends cultures. It even transcends time. It speaks directly to the heart and the soul of communities, of people. So as you receive your degrees today, you are not just celebrating the completion of this rigorous program. You are acknowledging your commitment, your resilience. From the exhilarating rush of your first successful performance to the quiet solitude of late night practice sessions, every note, every measure has contributed to the masterpiece of your education. It gets serious and then light. Okay. I'm sure your faculty forced you to delve into the intricacies of music theory, the depths of music history, and the limitless possibilities of composition and performance. You've faced challenges, you've tested your limits, and you've mastered very difficult pieces. You've overcome the creative struggles of composition. And through it all, you've persevered. You've been driven by your love for music and your desire to share it with the world. God, this speech is kind of long. I'm going to skip a section. You know, you don't realize how long it is until you're reading it aloud to people. Okay. Now, your dean talks a little about this. So, in our world, especially today, which is very divided, music remains that universal language. It is that source of comfort. It is that source of joy. It is that source of unity. And you have that power with your music to create change, to bring us together, and to express the inexpressible. That is a privilege, and it is a responsibility. Carry that with you. Use your talents to make this world a better place. One note at a time. Okay. All right, your professors sitting over there. We should thank them for their guidance, their wisdom, their unwavering support for these graduates. Your families, your friends, your loved ones, thank you for believing in them and for your encouragement. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go Beach! So I get to give out some awards today, as I mentioned. This is the coolest part of being the Dean of Grad Studies, because I give out these awards and none of these students know who I am, and yet my name is on these things. So it's nice to actually give it to them in person, so I could be like, this is the person who wrote my name. This is me. Okay. So the first award is the Graduate Dean's List of University Scholars and Artists. And this award is given to the top 1% of our graduate students, right? So these students are the cream of the crop, right? They have very high GPAs, they have put on incredible performances, and they have been recognized not only by the university, my office, but they had to been nominated by their faculty, by their college, and then me. And so this award goes to Elise Murray. Okay, my next award is the Graduate Student Honors Award, and this award goes to, well, basically the way this works, it's only select few from each department that get nominated, but this is the issue, is that the Dean's List can't also get this award. So the Dean's List is the cream of the crop who gets put all the way up, and then you have the Graduate Student Honors, who's still really good. But the Graduate Student Honors is given to the student who is recognized by their faculty in their department and by the Dean of Graduate Studies, me. And then that student also must have contributed in some form to their discipline. And so this, or their art, I guess, in this sense, right? And so this award goes to Matthew Garza.
BCCM class of 2026. My name is Elizabeth Lindau. I teach music history. And could I ask Madee Raymundo to stand up one more time? There she is. You gotta remain standing while we talk about you. Okay. How about that aria? Wasn't that amazing? If you liked that, you might go on to the YouTubes and bring up her senior recital, which I watched this morning while I was having my coffee. She does that aria, a whole bunch of other ones. I think the Ravel songs were my favorite, though. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. All of our performance students have amazing recitals on YouTube. We're going to talk about Madee for a second. It is my honor to present Madee with the prestigious Presser Undergraduate Scholar Award. This is given to students who, and I quote, have achieved a high level of musical and academic excellence, demonstrated leadership and service, and contributed to an inclusive community. I think we all heard Madee's musical excellence a few moments ago, but according to her teacher, Dr. Jennifer Sun, who I see in the audience here, we had an email exchange about Madee this morning, and Madee also personifies the leadership and the community spirit that is part of this award. Dr. Sun actually gave me a bolded list about Madee, and she writes that Madee is genuinely kind and humble, quietly hardworking, a true friend to her peers, a warm and supportive presence, funny and unafraid to be silly, but also resilient despite the difficulties in life. All good qualities. Madee plans to take a gap year from school, which is really smart. Get out of school for a bit. I mean, the master's students, they're great, but take some time. To work for local opera companies, but then she's going to be like these folks in the front and in the back over there and do a Master of Vocal Performance. Congratulations, best of luck. Madee, come up, and I have stuff.
Okay, congratulations. Well, we're now going to recognize all of our master's degree candidates. So master's degree students, will you please stand? And you're going to file this way. Follow Patty right there. Yes. We'll ask the faculty to come up on the stage and they'll participate in the hooding. And while the students are walking around, I'll give you a little history about these things that we wear. Beginning in the 11th and the 12th centuries, graduating students were awarded special hoods to signify their entry into the community of scholars. Back then, those hoods once served a practical purpose of keeping the scholars warm in very cold libraries. But today, they simply symbolize the academic achievement and the dedication to our scholars. We're often asked what the colors mean. Traditionally, they're black. But over the years, different universities have decided to choose their own path. And so often the colors now represent the colors of the institution from which the individual graduates. I'm called the Jolly Green Giant for reasons that you can see. So thank you, George Mason University, for that. But you can see the different, the variety and the colors, and the doctoral robes are a little bit bigger with bell sleeves, and the master's degree have very long sleeves, as you'll see as they come up. Now I'm done vamping, and we will invite Dr. Alex Hahn, who's going to read the names of our graduates.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Alexander Hahn. I have the privilege of serving as the Director of Vocal Studies, and I have the honor of reading the names of our graduating class today. Johnathan Westerfield. Regan Benham. Elise Marie. Miley Pacumio. Joseph Alvarez. Jamond McCoy. John Carroll. Rhonda Jowlo. Max Adrian Smith. Alexandra Kendall Gates Baird. Lily Prado. Matthew James Garza. Marissa Vickery. Matthew Scott Wilson. Yuna Lee. Natalie Kowalski. Brandon Paul Whitehurst. Thomas Baxter Fee. Zoe Haeyoung Shu. Mary Leblon.
Excellent, thank you. We'll excuse our faculty for a moment. One more hand for the graduate students. It will now be our pleasure to hear from the University Flute Quintet. Following that, we will then recognize our undergraduate students. Fantastic. I feel like I just ran a marathon. I hope you counted how many notes. There's a quiz at the end of this. We're now going to recognize our undergraduate students. So undergraduates, if you will please stand and follow Patty that way. We'll invite the faculty to come up and greet our graduating students, and Alex Hahn will come and read their names.
Keely Dunn. Noel Takaya. Liana Neighbors. Noah Jackson. Don Christian Barcial del Barrio. Emily Zarza. Callie Sheehan. Kate Johnson. Catherine Elizabeth Pringle. Brianna Kathleen Zucker. Patrick Lockwood. Sarah Nederson. Ajith Bala. Cameron Johnson. Zachary Mascarenas. Jacqueline Sue. Johnathan Barrows. Rick Dam. Eliza Hagee. Katrina Hawley. Nathan Townsend. Ryan Sergio Klotz. Jesus Garduño. Jacob Baker. Sarah Waterman. Anthony Lipari. Julissa Reyes. Alexander Bobate Homani. Rachel Mackenzie Prone. Alexander Kobos. Fernanda Valdivia. Desiree Key. Daniel Benjamin Munoz. Sophia Marmon. Madee Raymundo. Sam Porter. Miko Valenzuela. Theodore Tai. Arjun Kaul. Jeremie Wright. Diego Amaya. Kayla Seitz. Johnathan Chu. Morgan Berner. Nayeli Martinez Soriano. Jaren Amito. Aaron Sergio. Eileen Klaparek. Ruth Dunlop. Chan Ng. Nico Lyon. Margaret Marge Harate Sung. Katrina Rose Munoz. Dane Price. Paul McGrath. Carly Turner. Michelle Liu. Callie Lopez. Bailey Jeffrey. Fernando Calderon. Emily Claire Davies. Elijah Parra. Ernesto Sanchez. Sam Gonzalez. Brandon Berumen. Francisco Ortega. Noah Johnson. Shalimar Dusic. Efrain Zuniga. Daniel Chavez.
Congratulations, class of 2026.
Well, I suppose I get the last word. As we come to a close of this commencement ceremony, I would like to leave a few thoughts for these wonderful graduating students. As I mentioned in the beginning, today we celebrate their achievement, their artistry, their discipline, perseverance. But more than that, we celebrate their growth. Each of you arrived at the Bob Cole Conservatory of Music with talent and ambition, hopes and dreams, hopefully a couple of scales. You now have more scales. And through the years, and through rehearsals and lessons and juries and performances and Dr. Arnold moving rocks out of the way, and lots of practice at all hours of the day, even though the practice rooms really do close at 5 a.m. Yeah. You have grown into the artists that are seated before us today. As director of the conservatory, one of the greatest privileges that I have is watching them grow. Not only as musicians, but as people. They have learned that excellence is never achieved alone. That music demands listening as much as performing. It teaches resilience and humility, empathy, and trust. Those lessons will serve you far, far, far beyond the concert halls here at the BCCM. So as you leave this institution, I offer this little bit of counsel to you. Carry forward the spirit of what you've learned here. Continue to listen deeply. Continue to seek beauty in all things. Continue to create community wherever you go, with whomever you associate. The world doesn't just need more musicians. It needs artists who can remind us of our shared humanity. Over the last several years at this ceremony, I've felt the words of an Irish blessing, a song that has become a tradition here in the BCCM. And it is especially meaningful at each of these ceremonies. It begins, "May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back." This is my wish for you today. My wish for you. May your path be filled with purpose, even when it is uncertain. May you have the courage to persevere through disappointment and the wisdom to remain humble in success. May the warm rays of sun fall upon your homes and upon your work wherever you go. May the hand of a friend always be near, reminding you that the relationships you have built here are among the greatest gifts of your education. And perhaps most importantly, may you never lose sight of why music matters. In moments of division, may you create connection. In moments of darkness, may you bring light. In moments of silence, will you offer truth? We will conclude our ceremony today by members of the BCCM choirs singing to you this Irish blessing. As you listen, I hope you hear not only beautiful harmonies, but the collective hopes of this conservatory faculty, your families, and everyone who believes in you and your futures. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Thank you for sharing your gifts with this conservatory. We love you. May the road rise up to meet you in your life, and may music lead you onward. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please remain seated while the graduates process out, and we invite you to join us on the patio for some refreshments.